Good morning, good morning. Thank you for waking up to Happy Hours, where we come together to grow a mind, body, and spirit so we can in turn go out and make the world brighter for ourselves and for others. So I'm sitting here on a trail that I have walked and run many a times with my sweet husband, Hugh Smith. Okay, see right here, I'm on the beach. Look at this. I get to live here, and it is one of my greatest gratitudes. Greatest gratitudes. So I've been running this morning. And by the way, this pop-up is brought to you by Lucky's Pine Straw and Holiday Beach Mechanical for your plumbing, electrical, and air conditioning needs. Okay. So remember these pop-ups? I just mentioned a few people and move on. So I'm running today. I'm doing a walk run. JJ and I just got back from the gym. We went to the gym. I went a little later because, didn't want to get up so early. So we went at 5 o'clock this morning and went to the gym and then bebopped to Taylor Swift in the car. And, well, I was the one doing the bebopping. I don't think JJ was mostly just smiling at me, but not doing bebopping. But, and then I decided to come home and do a little walk run. And as I'm running, I'm looking up at the sky, and that beautiful full moon is still there. That beautiful full moon is still there. And it reminds me, it's slightly there. It's not all the way there, but it's there enough to remind me of it. It's there enough to remind me of it. And that's what Hugh's life did to me. And I know I talk about it a lot, and I want to bring it to my remembrance and tell you because I learned so many lessons from Hugh Smith. So let me tell you this. He got sober. I think he got sober around age 40, I think. I'd have to go back and do the math, and we've already established that math is not my thing. But he got sober around 40-ish or something, and he died. He was 65, and he was sober, maybe it was 50, I don't know. But when he died, he was 26 years sober. And when we started dating, he was 5 years sober. And I've told you many times that the Hugh Smith that I met when he was 5 years sober, although kind and lovely and wonderful and generous and very selfless, was not the same man that I buried on July the 27th, 2018. Totally different man. And the reason why is he didn't stop. He just didn't stop. He didn't get sober and go, I'm sober, it's done. He did the things for recovery. He had a sponsor. He sponsored many men. So many men sat on that porch. Hey, I should do my podcast on the porch one day. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of a little nod to Hugh. So somebody called me the other day and texted me the other day and reminded me that their story was so different because of my husband. And guess what? My story is different because of him. It's so different because of him. I told you that when I grew up a really tough time with alcoholism and stuff like that. My dad died of alcoholism because he forgot who he was. He forgot he was an alcoholic, started drinking again, wasn't going to AA. He just, Hugh used his story so many times in talking to people that thought they had it. When you think you got it, guess what? You don't got it. You're always going to be striving for more, to learn more, to do more, to be more, to love more, to reach for more of what God has for you. And that is a constant thing, y'all. There's no let up with that. I promise you. But it's good. It's a good thing. So Hugh, believed in really striving and becoming more of the man that God intended him to be. He started his every day on his knees, y'all. On his knees. Now, towards the end of his life, it was really hard for him to get on his knees. So I got something soft by the bed so he could get on his knees, and I would help him up and help him down. And he started his prayer, hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. He called God Dad. And he, first of all, thanked him. But you know what his number one question was? How do I do your will? Show me what your will is and show me how to do it. Help me love your kids, all your kids, even the ones I don't agree with, especially the ones I don't agree with. That is an example that we had in our home. And together, we were able to live this life that was really very peaceful. in spite of what was going on around us, it was very peaceful because we were both determined to leave a soul print everywhere we went. And I think that's what God expects of us. God does not expect us to call people out, tell them what they're doing wrong, show how great we are. God has, Andy Stanley talks about it all the time. God has an upside down pyramid where the least of us become the greatest of us because we think about others. We think about doing God's work here on this earth. And God's work on this earth, y'all, is loving people, feeding the hungry, sheltering people. People, if they fall down 10 times, help them up the 11th time. Now, it doesn't mean we be codependent because, I got a problem with that one right there. But it does mean that we're there to serve and to love God's people. And who are his people? All the people. That's all the people. So Hugh Smith really left a soul print on my life. He left a legacy that I will continue till the day I die. And we used to run together. And he was really a lot faster than I was, but he couldn't last as long as me because he did smoke those cigarettes. And I want to tell you something ironic. Took Jody for her birthday celebration yesterday because time is her love language. So we went and we went shopping and we had brunch and it was fabulous. I didn't count macros, by the way, just so you know. And it was great. But we went to Patchouli's, one of my favorite places, and my new favorite scent is Pearl. Oh my gosh. They made Pearl as a signature scent for the, oh my gosh, y'all. The Pearl. The Pearl. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. But guess what it has in it? It has a hint of tobacco. A hint of tobacco. And you know what's ironic about that? Tobacco is what took my husband's life. My husband died of cancer directly caused from cigarettes. But for some weird reason, I love that little hint of tobacco. I think it reminds me of him. And if you're hearing this today and you knew my husband, tell me a story. Tell me a cool story. I know people come up to me all the time and tell me a story. And I'm going to point out the two big things that he did for me, the two big examples that he set for me. When you're wrong, promptly admit it. If you do someone wrong, do not justify it. Do not qualify it. Do not say what was done to you. That does not matter. Your part is your part. Period and amen. So when you're wrong, promptly admit it. Let it go. Ask for forgiveness. But you know what? They may not give you forgiveness at first. And that's not their job. Your job is to promptly admit it. And the other thing he did for me, y'all know. Y'all have seen my car. You've seen my room. I tend to be a little scatterbrained, a little, I'm forgetful about things. And, I have all kinds of little idiosyncrasies that he did not have. But guess what he didn't do? He did not try to change me. He did not try to change me. Instead, what he did, he pointed out my gifts. And he elevated my gifts. And he celebrated my gifts. And never once did he point out my flaws. That he felt was not his job. His job was to love me, to honor me, and to celebrate me. And I hope in your lifetime you find maybe a mate or a friend that does that for you, because it really is life-giving. And they'll leave a soul print. And they'll help you leave a soul print for this world that so needs you. The world doesn't need critics. They've got plenty of those. But the world might need you to feed the hungry, to help a stranger, to love the unloved, to be the light in the darkness for others. And you know what? If this meant something to you, if you got some of this, share it with your friends. Ask people to join Happy Ass. I hope that Happy Ass will start a revolution of love and kindness and joy so that everybody can jump on this little Happy Ass train and make the world a brighter and sweeter place. But I better get my little Fanny up that beautiful trail and head back home and get kids to school. Be sweet, y'all.